The situation in Iran is dire. 6 regional substations have been bombed, plunging Tehran, Qom, and Yazd into rolling blackouts. Communication is a nightmare. Major ISPs are under cyber attack, and phone and internet access is spotty across 7 provinces. Satellite signals are jammed near military zones, leaving people isolated. Transportation is crippled too. Highways to Esfahan and Shiraz are closed, and both of Tehran's airports have temporarily shut down due to drone threats. Meanwhile, attacks on oil and gas facilities in Ahvaz and Bushehr are crippling exports from Karg Island, hitting the economy hard. The ripple effects of these attacks are felt everywhere, and the future looks uncertain. The recent strikes on Iran's military infrastructure have sent shockwaves through the region. The Fordow and Natanz nuclear sites were hit hard by U.S. bunker buster bombs, causing significant damage, with deep tunnels at Fordow partially collapsing. The IAEA is now in a tough spot, unable to verify radiation levels due to safety concerns. Meanwhile, the Esfahan facility, a key uranium enrichment site, suffered extensive damage, tragically resulting in the loss of over 50 scientists. Missile bases and radar systems, including the IRGC storage in western Iran, were either destroyed or rendered useless. Even the air defense units like the Russian-made S-300 and local Bavar 373 systems were overwhelmed in the initial Israeli UAV strikes. The implications of these attacks are profound, reshaping the balance of power in the region. In Tehran, the IRGC Intelligence HQ and Evin Prison took direct hits, leaving over 210 civilians dead from blast pressure and collapsing buildings. The devastation is staggering. Apartment complexes with blown-out windows, entire facades crumbled. In Esfahan, the nuclear site wasn't the only target. Nearby homes and hospitals suffered too, with dozens of lives lost and over 300 injuries reported. Shiraz and Ahvaz faced indirect damage from debris, while fuel storage and refineries were struck by long-range missiles. Kerman saw military airports targeted, impacting civilian areas nearby. The scale of destruction is heartbreaking.
The situation is dire. As of today, total deaths range between 430 and 950, depending on the source. Among them, around 380 are civilians, including women and children. The military toll is significant, too, with about 570 IRGC and nuclear personnel lost. Injuries exceed 3,200 and many are in critical condition. Hospitals in Tehran and Esfahan are overwhelmed, struggling without power and essential trauma supplies. This crisis is not just a number, it's a heartbreaking reality affecting countless lives.
The situation in Iran is dire. 6 regional substations have been bombed, plunging Tehran, Qom, and Yazd into rolling blackouts. Cyber attacks, believed to be from Israel, have crippled major ISP hubs, leaving 7 provinces with unreliable phone and internet access. Communication is a struggle, especially near military zones where satellite signals are heavily jammed. Transportation is in chaos, too. Highways to Isfahan and Shiraz are closed due to bomb damage, and both Mehrabad and Imam Khomeini airports have shut down after drone activity. On top of that, attacks on oil and gas facilities in Ahvaz and Bushehr are slowing exports from Karg Island, hitting Iran's economy hard. The impact is profound, and the uncertainty looms large. Over 1.2 million Iranians have fled their homes, seeking refuge in rural areas as panic buying leaves grocery stores and pharmacies bare. The state media downplays the nuclear damage, while independent reporters and activists face arrest for speaking out. In smaller towns, protests demand peace, but in Tehran, cries of "death to war" are met with brutal suppression. The regime fuels nationalistic fervor, blaming Israel and the U.S. for what they call genocide. This is a society on edge, grappling with fear anger, and a desperate search for truth amidst chaos. The recent turmoil within the IRGC is palpable, with elite commanders lost and morale visibly shaken. Yet hardliners are doubling down, vowing retaliation. Meanwhile, Israel's strikes have reportedly set Iran's nuclear program back by 2 to 3 years, with significant damage at Fordow complicating future enrichment efforts. In response, Iran has severed all indirect talks with the West. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei is undeterred, declaring a commitment to rebuild and continue their nuclear ambitions, framing Israel's actions as a declaration of holy war. The stakes are higher than ever. The recent losses among elite IRGC commanders have shaken morale within Iran's military ranks. Hardliners are vowing retaliation, but the damage is done. Experts suggest that Israel's strikes may have set Iran's nuclear program back by 2 to 3 years, particularly with the deep damage at Fordow, which could delay future enrichment efforts. Meanwhile, Iran has cut off all indirect talks with the West, and Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei is doubling down, calling Israel's actions a declaration of holy war. The stakes are high and the tension is palpable.
FUE Gallery. Okay, Lab.